Most people are breathing wrong, and it's silently draining their body's healing power. Every minute, your lungs take in air, but not energy. The oxygen enters your bloodstream, yet your cells remain starved, tired, inflamed, and disconnected from the body's natural repair signals. You can sleep 8 hours, drink water, and even meditate, but still wake up exhausted because the body's internal energy circuit is broken. Modern life has rewired your breath. Sitting for long hours, shallow breathing from the chest, constant digital stress. They've trained your nervous system to live in a survival loop. In this loop, the body believes it's under threat 24/7. Your breath shortens, your heart rate stays slightly elevated, and your immune system can't focus on regeneration. Over time, this simple dysfunction turns into fatigue, anxiety, brain fog, or chronic pain, all from how you breathe. Scientists now understand that your breath isn't just about oxygen intake. It's a messenger. It controls your blood chemistry, your stress hormones, and even how efficiently your cells use energy. When you breathe shallowly, you send a signal of emergency. When you breathe deeply, in the right rhythm, you tell the body it's safe to heal. Here's the catch. Most breathing techniques only focus on inhaling or exhaling, missing the energetic loop that connects your body's two vital forces. One governs alertness, the sympathetic system. The other controls restoration, the parasympathetic system. But there's a small 3-minute pattern that bridges both, resetting your energy flow from survival to healing almost instantly. This is where most traditional approaches fail. Meditation takes time to calm the mind. Cold therapy shocks the body into brief balance. Supplements force chemistry from the outside. But breathing, when done correctly, activates your healing from within. The problem is that people are told to take deep breaths without knowing how to circulate that energy. As a result, the breath never completes its internal circuit. It doesn't loop. The hidden truth is that your breath operates like an electrical circuit. If the energy doesn't return to its source, the charge fades. You lose voltage, the very current that powers immunity, focus, and cellular repair. Fixing this doesn't require years of training or equipment. It takes 3 minutes, using your body's own design. This is the essence of what's called the Prana Loop, a 3-minute breathing system that reconnects the energy between your heart, lungs, and brain. It's not about deep breathing or mindfulness. It's about restoring the body's internal current so it can heal from the inside out. In the next few minutes, you'll discover why your body feels disconnected even when you rest, how this small pattern realigns your physiology in 3 minutes, and how to feel that difference immediately. Here's what's really happening inside your body right now. When your body is under stress, your breath becomes shallow and unbalanced. Instead of using the diaphragm, the muscle designed for deep rhythmic breathing, most people lift their chest and shoulders. This activates the sympathetic nervous system, the same one that prepares you to fight or flee. Over time, this chronic activation traps your body in a constant alert state. The heart rate stays elevated, blood vessels constrict, and oxygen delivery becomes inefficient. Even though you're breathing, your cells receive less usable oxygen. The result is a silent energy deficit, a body that's always working but never recovering. At a cellular level, this shallow breathing alters carbon dioxide levels in the blood. Low CO2 disrupts the balance needed for oxygen to release properly from hemoglobin, a process known as the Bohr effect. In simple terms, when you exhale too fast or too often, your body holds onto oxygen instead of delivering it where it's needed. That's why people who breathe quickly often feel dizzy, tired, or mentally foggy. Their cells are suffocating in plain sight. The brain interprets this imbalance as a threat and tightens the loop even further, keeping muscles tense and organs on standby. Now add modern stress to the equation. Screens, noise, deadlines, and artificial lighting stimulate your nervous system constantly. Each alert, each rush of adrenaline, shortens your breath cycle a little more. Your body never fully returns to balance, and that imbalance becomes your normal. This also affects the vagus nerve, the main communication line between your brain and body. When the vagus nerve is weak or inactive, your parasympathetic system, the rest and heal mode, can't engage fully. The heart, lungs, and digestive organs stop working in harmony. The internal loop between mind and body breaks. That's the true root cause, not stress itself, but the body's inability to complete its recovery cycle. Breathing, movement, digestion, and rest all rely on a feedback loop of safety signals through the vagus nerve. If that circuit isn't closed, your body lives half alive, functioning but not regenerating. That's where the real problem starts. The method you're about to learn is called the Prana Loop, a 3-minute breathing sequence designed to reconnect the body's energy circuit and activate its natural healing response. Unlike most breathing exercises that emphasize either relaxation or stimulation, the Prana Loop balances both. It aligns your inhale, hold, and exhale with precise timing to reset the communication between your heart, lungs, and brain. The entire sequence takes only 3 minutes, but its effects ripple through your body for hours. Here's how to do it. Step 1. The grounding inhale, 45 seconds. Sit upright with your spine straight and shoulders relaxed. Inhale slowly through your nose for 4 seconds, feeling the air fill your belly first, then your ribs, then your chest. A bottom-up breath. As you inhale, imagine drawing energy upward from your abdomen to your heart. This motion stimulates the vagus nerve and signals your body that it's safe to expand. You should feel a gentle lift in your diaphragm and calm expansion across your ribs. The goal isn't to take the biggest breath. It's to take the deepest controlled one. Step 2. The energy hold, 30 seconds. After you've inhaled, hold the breath lightly, not forcefully, for 4 seconds. During this brief pause, imagine the energy circling from your heart to your brain and back again. You're not holding air. You're holding connection. This short retention activates baroreceptors, sensors in your chest that regulate blood pressure and send a calm signal to your brain. That's the first half of the loop, heart to mind. Step 3. The healing exhale, 45 seconds. Exhale slowly through your mouth for 6 seconds. Feel your body soften. Visualize releasing tension downward, from head to chest to belly. This downward motion closes the second half of the loop, mind to body. As you exhale, your parasympathetic system activates, lowering cortisol levels and heart rate. Within seconds, the body shifts into a repair state. Step 4. The resting pause, 30 seconds. After exhaling completely, remain still before inhaling again, a 2-second pause. This moment of emptiness resets the respiratory rhythm and allows your nervous system to synchronize. Most people skip this step, but it's crucial. It's the reset point that transforms breathing into a full loop instead of a line. Step 5. Repeat the cycle, total 3 minutes. Repeat this full pattern. Inhale, 4s. Hold, 4s, exhale, 6s, pause, 2s, continuously for 3 minutes. Within the first minute, you'll notice your heartbeat slowing and your muscles releasing tension. By the second minute, warmth spreads across your chest, a sign that circulation is rebalancing. By the third minute, your mind clears and focus sharpens, yet your body feels deeply relaxed. This is the Prana Loop effect, a synchronized state of calm energy. It's what ancient yogic traditions called Samavriti breathing, simplified and adapted to modern biology. Why it works immediately. Each controlled cycle balances the gases in your bloodstream, recalibrates your vagus nerve, and stabilizes CO2 and O2 exchange. This allows your cells to absorb oxygen efficiently again. The body stops wasting energy on defense and starts using it for repair. The heart rhythm synchronizes with the breath, and your nervous system finally closes the circuit that chronic stress left open. You don't need equipment. You don't need meditation experience. You only need 3 minutes to restore what your body has been trying to fix all along. Do this once every morning, or anytime your body feels tense, tired, or foggy. The more consistent you are, the stronger your internal energy circuit becomes. In just 3 minutes, you've shifted your physiology from fight to flow, and your body begins to heal itself from within. To understand why the Prana Loop works, you need to look at how breath, the nervous system, and cellular metabolism interact. Breathing is the only automatic process that you can consciously control, which makes it the direct gateway to your body's internal chemistry. When you inhale deeply through the diaphragm, you create a mild negative pressure in the chest cavity. This pressure draws venous blood back toward the heart, improving circulation. It also stimulates the vagus nerve, which stretches from the brainstem to nearly every major organ. This nerve acts as your body's main switch for recovery, lowering heart rate, aiding digestion, and promoting calm alertness. Every controlled exhale reinforces that parasympathetic signal. The longer the exhale compared to the inhale, the more dominance your healing system gains. That's why the 6-second exhale in the Prana Loop is crucial. It's the phase that turns off adrenaline. Research shows that slow breathing at 6 breaths per minute increases heart rate variability, HRV, one of the strongest indicators of nervous system balance and overall longevity. Higher HRV means your body can adapt quickly to stress and recover faster. People with low HRV, often due to chronic shallow breathing, show higher rates of fatigue, anxiety, and inflammation. The breath hold in the Prana Loop also plays a biological role. When you hold your breath briefly after inhalation, CO2 levels rise slightly in your blood. Contrary to popular belief, carbon dioxide isn't just a waste gas. It's what allows oxygen to release from red blood cells into your tissues. This balance, known as the Bohr effect, ensures that oxygen actually reaches your brain and muscles instead of staying trapped in the bloodstream. Most people today live in a state of mild hypocapnia, low CO2, due to chronic overbreathing. This starves cells of oxygen and keeps the nervous system in alert mode. By training the body to tolerate slightly higher CO2 during the Prana Loop, you restore normal gas exchange and stabilize blood pH, key for efficient metabolism. Now consider the brain-heart connection. The baroreceptors in your aorta and carotid arteries constantly monitor blood pressure. When you breathe in rhythm, especially using the 4-second inhale, 6-second exhale pattern, these receptors synchronize with your heartbeats. That synchronization is called respiratory sinus arrhythmia, and it's a marker of a healthy communication loop between brain and body. When this rhythm breaks down, from stress, poor posture, or constant alertness, signals between your heart and brain become noisy. You feel scattered, tense, and disconnected. The Prana Loop reestablishes coherence, a measurable harmony between breathing, heart rate, and neural activity. From a biochemical view, 3 minutes of rhythmic breathing is long enough to trigger the parasympathetic rebound, the body's shift from using glucose as quick fuel to restoring ATP through efficient oxygen use. Studies show that even brief breathing interventions can lower cortisol levels by 20–30% and increase alpha brainwave, activity associated with clarity and calm focus. This is also why traditional stress management methods often fail. Meditation, for example, works through awareness but not always physiology. Supplements and stimulants alter chemistry temporarily, without fixing the underlying rhythm of energy exchange. The Prana Loop, however, targets the foundation, the bioelectrical communication between your nervous system and your organs. In yogic science, this is described as balancing prana, life force, and apana, grounding energy, the upward and downward flows that keep the body's systems in harmony. Modern physiology describes the same process as balancing the sympathetic and parasympathetic systems. Both perspectives point to the same truth. When breath flow becomes circular, energy flow becomes efficient. Over time, practicing the Prana Loop strengthens vagal tone, stabilizes blood pressure, and increases oxygen utilization efficiency. Your body becomes more resilient to stress because its default rhythm is balanced. You don't react to tension, you regulate it automatically. This is the long-term logic. By completing the breath's natural circuit, you're completing your body's healing loop. And when that circuit is active, everything else, focus, mood, digestion, sleep, and immunity, falls into alignment. That's why a simple 3-minute loop can do what hours of therapy or supplements can't. It doesn't add something new. It restores what was missing, the rhythm of coherence. You've just learned that your breath isn't only air, it's electricity for your body. Every inhale charges, every exhale releases, and every full loop restores balance. When you perform the Prana Loop, you're not forcing calm or chasing focus. You're reactivating a natural rhythm that was designed into your physiology from birth. It's the rhythm your body has been waiting to return to, one that heals, regenerates, and strengthens without effort or equipment. Think of how much time you've spent trying to fix fatigue, stress or anxiety from the outside. Coffee, supplements, apps, distractions, none of them complete the internal circuit that powers the healing process. The Prana Loop does. In 3 minutes, you bring oxygen, carbon dioxide, and heart rhythm back into harmony, and your body responds immediately. Here's what happens when you practice it consistently. Before, your breathing is shallow, your thoughts scattered, your muscles tight. After, your breathing flows, your mind clears, your posture straightens, your energy stabilizes. That's not placebo. That's physiology returning to design. You don't need a perfect environment. You can do this at your desk, in your car, or right before sleep. The body doesn't care where it happens, only that it finally gets to finish the loop. For the next 7 days, try the Prana Loop once every morning. Set a timer for 3 minutes. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 4, exhale for 6, pause for 2, and then repeat. Pay attention to how your body feels after each round. Lighter, warmer, more focused. Each repetition reinforces the circuit between your breath, heart, and brain, the system that modern stress disconnected. And once it's reconnected, healing becomes automatic. You're not managing your state anymore, you're mastering it. You're restoring the most powerful internal technology you already own. So start now. Close your eyes. Inhale through your nose. Feel your chest expand and your heart respond. Exhale slowly, and let your body remember what safety feels like. That's the moment your healing begins, from within.